Hello, wonderful people. This is Tom Check with Choice Coaching, helping you unlock your inner awesome. And today we're talking about something that is often talked about, especially in today's world, about taking ownership of items, taking ownership of yourself, of your responsibilities, taking responsibility for things, being willing to accept what's going on. And these, in my mind, are all three kind of the same thing. And especially when we're looking at the personal change framework, right? The personal change model. What we recognize is that in order for me to change, at some level, I have to start to take responsibility for the fact that I'm the one that needs to change. What does this mean? It means that we stop projecting that the problem is other people. We stop saying that they need to change in order for us to be happy, because we can't control anybody outside of ourselves. We start to take responsibility for the fact that it's our behaviors, it's our emotions, and it's our thought processes that are creating the pain that we feel. In your life, the less responsible you feel for your emotions, the harder it's going to be for you to create change. And the more frustrated you're going to be at other people. And you're not necessarily frustrated at them. At the surface level, you are. But what you're actually frustrated at is that you can't get the results you want without you changing. And that's totally understandable. It gets hard sometimes to accept that you are the one that needs to change. It's hard to keep being the one that has to change. Just like it's hard to be the one that keeps reaching out to your friends, the one that keeps setting up events, the one that keeps doing X, Y, Z. It's hard to be the one that has to keep changing. I get that. I totally do. That is a really common experience. All of us feel that. And ownership of our lives means that we get to keep being the one that changes. We take ownership for the fact that the only thing that can change us is us. And then we step into creating that change to work ourselves towards becoming the person that deep down you know you are. You know that you are an amazing human being. And sometimes you don't exhibit all the features that you know live up to yourself. And when you accept that, when you take ownership and responsibility for that, then you can actually start to work on that. But you can't work on it until you own it. Because your brain, your wonderful survival mechanism located at the top of your skull, will find ways to make sure that you feel like it's not your fault, that you don't have to change, and that it will eventually change if you can just figure out the right 2 or 3 things to get other people to change. If I just say X, then my wife will do Y, and then I'll be happy. And it's total BS. And you already know it's total BS every time it happens, but you choose to believe it because it's easier. So today the invitation is to take ownership, take responsibility, accept the fact that for you to be happy, you have to change something about yourself. The world will change around you, and you don't have any control over how. You might change something about you and lose some relationships. That happens. And if you made a really authentic choice and you owned your experience well, then that changes for the better, even if it hurts. So that's the invitation. It's a hard one. It's a big one. Start to own more of you. Start to be responsible for more of you. Stop blaming others for how you feel. Start seeing that it's the person in the mirror that controls how you feel. It's a lot of responsibility to live up to, but I guarantee that when you do, everything gets better for you. Your daily lived experience changes in such a way that you are fulfilled and feel joy and feel love. I use that word sometimes. It's kind of a woo-woo word, but you get to feel more love. And that's what you deserve. So that's the invitation for today. I wish you the very best, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon.